I know what you're thinking about when you think of South Florida, when you think of Boca Raton, you think about beaches, you think about water, you think about oceanfront condos, you think about spending warm summer days or maybe warm winter days, hanging out with your friends, drinking wine, dancing around, or maybe shopping at one of the best malls ever in South Florida. Or maybe you're thinking about grandma and grandpa and visiting them. Either way, there's a lot to do down in Florida, but what you're probably not thinking about is Italy. But you should be, because I have the best Italian restaurant you've never been to. Or maybe you have, who knows? If you're in the know, you've definitely been down there. There's plenty of people over there. Look at the food. There's a great atmosphere, killer vibe. Look at those stone crabs. They're bigger than your face. We're in East Boca Raton off of Palmetto Park Road at Trattoria Romana. This is like going to Italy without having to get your passport out. So let's get inside Wine by the Bay TV. Excuse me, I was just finishing up my martini. All right, so we're in Boca Raton near Mizner Park. That's East Boca off of Palmetto Park Road near the Intercoastal Waterway. That's where you're going to find Trattoria Romana. Trattoria Romana has been there for quite a long time, over 25 years. You know how I know that? Because I worked there when they first opened. I worked there actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's 32 years ago. And it wasn't quite as elaborate as it is now, more signage and whatnot, but the feel of the place was the same. Good home-cooked Italian food, presented like you would if you were in some great trattoria in Italy. As you can see, people have figured this out because they're all over the place. This place is packed every single night, at least in season. I'm sure they're very busy off-season too, although I really haven't had a chance to go there in the summertime because I'm not down in South Florida at that time. But you can see there's plenty of faces there. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's eating. Wait staff is busy. All kinds of food happening, bar, drinks. Everybody's partying. So this is the place to be if you're in East Boca. That's the daily specials board that's in the restaurant. And of course, my favorite, and yours too once you taste it, is the homemade bruschetta. That's fresh tomatoes, guys. In fact, I think that entire plate's homemade. Breadsticks are homemade. Homemade focaccia, the whole 9 yards. Now you're looking at the menu. That's the antipasta section. I wanted to zoom in on the antipasta bar for a reason, because that is where they make the tavola calda and the tavola freddo. It is a vegetable plate that is made for you based on what you choose over there. And you can see when you walk in, I didn't take a very good picture of it. There's a tavola calda sitting out in the dining room that you can get everything from. And then of course that's the prepared stuff. Mozzarella mussels are awesome. Everything is fresh. There's that bruschetta again. By the way, don't pronounce it bruschetta, please. It's bruschetta. Okay, going forward, we're going to look at the rest of the menu. That's the pasta section. Pasta is perfectly cooked, perfectly made. Sauces are well balanced, fresh. You know, here's one thing I can say about the food here, and this hasn't changed since the time that I worked there. The chef uses expensive ingredients, okay? The expensive ingredients come through when you're tasting the food. It's almost impossible to not taste the freshness and the quality of the ingredients. Okay, so what do you need with good food and great bread? You need awesome wine. So I selected the Caparzo Riverva 2016 Brunello di Montalcino. That is obviously from Italy. Got 96 points on Wine Spectator, 94 points James Suckling. It is a quintessential Italian wine that you're going to want to pair with a fresh bruschetta and all that kind of good stuff. And there's some scores going in there as well. It's 100% Sangiovese. It's from Brunello di Montalcino, DOCG. Because it's a Riverva, it requires 6 years in aging before it can be sold. And you will notice that extra aging, I guarantee it. Okay, so here is the big attraction. So if you go between May and October, it is stone crab season. And as you can see, which you'll see in just a moment, the stone crabs are monstrous. They're so good, they're so sweet. My mother-in-law is a crab aficionado, and she went crazy for them. That's the fresh tomato mozzarella. We've got a bunch of appetizers. There's more stone crab. We went a little crazy on the stone crabs. They're not cheap, guys, but they're totally worth it. That's the Caesar salad, with which, if you know my father-in-law, Herc Pardee, you know there's a Caesar salad on the table anytime he has dinner, and I couldn't complain. And of course, that's the minestrone soup, awesome as always. And that's a look again at the bruschetta. I can't help but show you that because it's really, really good. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Share this video around with your friends, especially if you're down in South Florida. You don't want to miss this place. This is really awesome. Okay, entrees made it to the table. By the way, service was really excellent. Our waiter was fantastic. And as you can see, the steam coming off of that frutti di mare, that's all sauce, pasta, and seafood. Like, there isn't like mostly pasta. It's mostly seafood, a little bit of pasta thrown in there. That's the Parmesan. Side dishes. Look at that gnocchi with the ricotta cheese. I mean, are you kidding me? Everything, like I said, is so fresh and homemade. You can almost taste like if something came off the tree or off the farm. So I'm going to give you a minute to kind of look at the stuff that we did not choose, because obviously you can't have everything on the menu. So I'll let the food porn begin. You didn't really think I was going to let you skip dessert, did you? These desserts are all homemade. In fact, I used to make them when I worked there. We used to make the ladyfingers soaked in espresso. We used to make the pastry cream. We used to make the cannoli filling, all that good stuff. Those are fresh cannolis. You saw the tiramisu, my espresso, and of course they have a little anisette cookie to go with the espresso. Everything is perfect. Everything is fresh and delicious, just like everything else at Trattoria Romana. So thanks for spending a little time with us. Watch the next video, and I'm going to let you watch some more of these great desserts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.